Welcome everybody to the two-man power trip, the black man's thought and the nerd lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go with the Flow,
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
and we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. What's up, co-host?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Stepping into official episode 50, recording episode 90. So we here, Black Anime Podcast number 202 in the building.
Joe 202, stand up. Yeah, we at 50.
Yo.
Whew.
I know, right? Damn, we've been recording a bunch of these, having the junctions and stuff like that. It's been a pandemic moving podcast into all the way into today's. So, hey man, we've covered a lot of things.
Yeah, we sure have.
Yeah, man. But on that note, let's get into some vibe, guys. How was your weekend, co-host?
You know, my weekend was chill. I went out for a little bit, had a little fun.
And then what about Mother's Day?
Chill with mom, did some stuff. Mom wanted a chill day, so we gave her a chill day. Got some flowers and stuff like that. And she just chilled. Yeah.
That's what's up. Same on my end. It was chilling for the most part. The fams was out for the weekend for the most part though.
Okay.
So I had some relatives come here Friday, but only like really Friday, and then like Saturday morning they had to dip out early because it's my cousin graduation.
Oh, okay.
And
They just popped through for a bit.
yeah, so they had to go to Philly. So my mom and my aunt left about Sunday. I had enough time to like call mom for Mother's Day. Mom was gone.
Okay.
And then she and the rest of the family kind of came back Monday because it was a whole super weekend of that for my cousin's graduation.
Gotcha.
My cousin graduated from college. He got like 6 different sacks on multiple different things. So
Shout out to cuz.
yeah, shout outs to cuz on all that stuff going down, and shout outs to her mother, my auntie Shelly, who like put in that work. She set up that whole thing. She got t-shirts ready. She got the family all down. She had everything set up, and she had like an itinerary and everything to break down. She was big. She was big.
Shout out to Aunt Shelly.
Yep. So big respect to all the maneuverings and stuff like that. They got the family together, many generations, stuff like that, just to see her come out to Gibson stuff. So that was time. So they had fun while me I was over at Kenya's, and then her like the whole major thing of the weekend was trying to get her dresser built. But we was waiting this whole time, and the dresser didn't come till like an hour before I had to leave.
It's always like that.
So like within that hour, like, we got to maneuvering. Like thankfully, fixing up a TV stand last week had us ready for like exactly the parts, because it was kind of like similar to the same stuff.
Okay.
Except for like a little bits here and there. But like once I get the bips and bops in on that.
So you had what you needed, and you was like,
yeah.
okay, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah,
I'm ready.
I'm ready this time. I had the building, the fixing, the tightening, everything, and the X mark, all that shit was connected right quick. So I made good work at that out, and I made sure like majority of that stuff was fixed. All she had to do was put in the dresser, which she ended up doing the next day. So we completed the outline and everything basic to go in, even the slider holes and stuff like that. She fixed up the rest of it, and then we was all good gravy. So
Did it go better than your chair?
yeah. All these experiences go way better than my chair, because my chair ended up taking at least like a week tops.
Okay, that's what's up. That's good. That's what's up.
Yeah. My chair took way too long than need be. Nah,
But it's still holding up, so.
in pieces, like
You eat in pieces.
all like since the first week of that shit been breaking apart.
Really?
Yeah. I have you should see the chair. It's in a whole bunch of rickety piece slide off, and the handles is cut off and shit like that. Like it's
Come on,
it's
chair.
been
You
breaking-
had one job.
Yeah, it's been breaking down since like first day. Like if it gets too bad, I'm probably gonna have to get a different. So that's neither here nor there on that one. But nonetheless, I'm just happy we got the main mission was to make sure she got the dresser. Now the next part will probably be her getting the desk and her new work chair. She needs that because she on that steel chair with a bit of like back support that she ordered on that.
Okay.
That's still nothing to work by like 7-8 hours on.
It's
like,
it's not.
7 to 8 hours on a steel chair doing business work is hell.
When I first started working remote, I had just a regular old chair, and bro, that was not
That's not
cutting
good.
it.
That's not good
Nah.
for mine. That's not good for nothing.
Now
You
I-
come for your dad.
Yeah, now I have one of those fancy smancy office chairs.
Exactly.
'Cause
I see the commercials. I see the sponsor for this shit all the time. I'm like, once you get your desk, and she's trying to get one of them L-shaped desks for her room, which
Yeah.
I mean, if she maneuvers the space right, I tell her all the time, if she get that desk, my only fear is that she gonna get up in like the middle of the work session or something, like turn to the left, and she gonna take a whole side out.
She's gotta remember. It's muscle memory. Once she pokes her a couple times, she'll remember.
Yeah, pretty much. So like so once that gets in, get yourself a nice office rolly chair, you'll be all
Yep.
Gucci. That'll be the setup for the TV stand. Desk, she already fixed up the side of the bed. Once the desk is ready and the chair should be set on up.
Yep, that chair be saving lives.
Yeah, definitely. She'll feel way better, and I'll feel way better with her doing like 8 hours on that chair. Because 8 hours on that steel chair, you know that spine and tethers.
Yeah, especially when she's doing what she does.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be at the desk and she's gonna be in that measuring and just making changes and just
Yeah, and then she's adamant sometimes on not doing lunch and stuff like that. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's a byproduct of working from home. It really is.
I tell her she got to figure out her own time schedule and stuff like that to maneuver. And then at any point in time, they could be like the office is ready, and then she'll have to maneuver down there as well.
Yeah, that took a while too. Just adjusted. It's an adjustment period. It takes a little bit. Yeah. So she'll get the swing of it once.
Exactly. We're waiting for that part to drop, and pretty much that'll happen.
Yeah, it's still new, so yeah, she'll find her groove with that.
Yep. So into the work week. How was your work week? Oh boy.
This week has just been annoying me.
Yep.
No, everything about this work week has just been annoying me. I've just been annoyed by everything. It's just like.
I feel you because I've been annoyed by paper. It's a constant new because of the new stuff that they had me assigned to, and then another program for authorization just opened up this week. Well, it's just a whole slew of paper. And then remember when I told you it was kind of like a couple weeks back that there was like it seemed like a coworker was leaving or something like that. The way they left and stuff. Yeah, that coworker left.
Oh shoot!
So we have one less person in registration, even though we was like working as a good machine. We had like 3 to 4 people. Now the person, he hit up the group chat and said he put in his resignation. So I was like, shit.
Shoot.
So we're back to just 3 of us, and then they called me for the help once in a blue moon here and there. So that ends up adding to this as well. And then a whole bunch of stuff where they want me to pick up information from these other dentists. The information comes through, and then the worst part about it is getting the information that people asked for and then getting it to them and then delivering them a copy. And then they're asking, why are you delivering this copy? I'm like, nigga, you need this,
right? I'm like, why else would I be here with this paper?
Why are you wasting my time for me to email the dentist, go above and beyond, get all this information, get all this paper? I scared you this shit, and then I gave you the physical shit just in case. How the hell you gonna call? How you gonna go to my other supervisor and be like, why he sent me this? What you mean? You need the information,
right?
This is what you requested,
right? You take this copy just in case something happened with the system. You got a copy. Exactly. Why you making life difficult?
I got a copy. You got a copy. It's scanning the copy. Copy. Come on, man. Get with the program.
Right? Making life difficult. Just take the paper.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Too much paper. It's becoming a thing that's too much paper, and the pollen is increasing again. Because there's no rain this week, and the shit's wilding. Because last night I had a whole pollen attack. I was literally about to go to bed, and my face said whoosh.
It's been like that for me all week. That's why I've been in a bad mood all week. The stuff that wouldn't even get on my nerves has just been annoying me because of this stupid pollen.
Bro, last week, or the last couple rain sessions we've had, it has given us breath because, man, the second day he came out, this pollen said, all right, we're going to make up for time lost because them trees were shaking like a motherfucker.
Yep, the pollen was pollening on full force. I'm like,
where I turn every corner, I come back home and I'm having the meanest attack. Nothing was worse than last night. Like legit, I spent 2 hours just trying to get my face to squeeze all the stuff out because boy, it was attack. Like I can't get over the fact that it attacked me literally right before I put my head down on my pillow. The second I put my head down on my pillow, I had the struggle between trying to sleep, then getting up, then going by the sink, sneezing all this shit out, wiping my face, then going back to sleep, then getting the struggle because I couldn't breathe out my nose and I had to like hee-haw out of my breath, and then at the top of my throat was dry. I was like, bro, I'm fighting trying to get to sleep now.
All week, bro. My sleep been messed up. Jesus my stupid nose been stuffed up.
Yep.
Dry mouth. Pollen, you need to go on somewhere because I'm tired of you.
Can we like skip to the summer where the trees stop wilding or something like that? Like this spring, this session is not good.
I was like
they put the super pollen in the air. They pump them bitches up.
Right, get these super trees out. Usually I don't ask for rain. With rain, can you come through real quick and just wash this stuff away? Cause this ain't it.
I think we're supposed to be getting rain Saturday.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it at this point. I'll take it.
because I don't like. I know people who's never been affected by pollen before get hit with that shit worse than ever this year. I don't know, bro. They supersized, maxed out them. They was like the pandemic over, but the pollen pandemic has started, baby.
They done put the super fertilizer in the trees, and the trees got super pollen going everywhere. That time where everybody was gone off the earth was like, oh shit, all right, we got double blue pollen. Like, recharge. Oh shit, ain't no humans nowhere. Okay.
They said they not outside. Let that shit up.
Right.
That's crazy. But yeah, so yeah, that's our messy work weeks and all that other stuff. Hopefully the weekend be lit. We definitely looking at a fun time tomorrow.
Oh, definitely are. Yeah, right. That's gonna be fun.
Yep. But all right, so I'm gonna switch over to off the cuff. And for the off the cuff discussion, I got it down written today. I said, what recent show's cliffhanger made you want to flip a table?
Ooh. See, I haven't been keeping up with my shows, so I haven't gotten to the point where I could be flipping over a table. What's the
last show that you remember?
Oh,
like the cliffhanger was so good, and you were like, nah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And then after that cliffhanger, how long did you have to wait? Was it like a week, a day, or was it or since you had it like were you binging and you could go over to the next episode? Like how you felt off that cliffhanger?
The last one that probably did it was Power.
Like the recent or another season or
probably I think they went to book 4.
Oh, with Tommy?
Yeah.
Force?
Yeah, I think so. Right? That's what they're up to currently?
Yeah. I think book 4 is Force with Tom. Book 3 is Raising King, and book 2 is
so it was book 2.
Oh, okay, book 2. All right, so
that's how far behind I am with all my shows.
So the recent episode of book 2, or you talking about something else? Like
yeah,
the recent episode.
Yeah, that last for book 2, it was that ending episode.
I feel you on that. I was definitely the same way because that shit caught me off guard. But the recent one for me is this season of Demon Slayer, bro. That the Mother's Day episode was probably the most biggest offense I ever felt. Like there was something where I was clutching on edge, like OD something swinging, and then the episode ended, and I legit threw a whole hissy fit in Kenya's room. I was like, this Mother's Day episode hit, and that cliffhanger, I was punching the wall. I was punching the motherfucking wall.
I heard about that. I've been keeping away from spoilers. I was like, every time I see it, I close the page because I was like, no, you're not gonna do it.
Like the last 2 episodes was like egregious, but like they was like, all right, I can live with that. This last one on this Mother's Day, boy, they was like, I want a holiday episode of Demon Slayer. We gonna give you a holiday episode. I was like, no, it didn't.
They was like, hold that. They was like, hold it.
Disrespect. Nah, definitely. That's how you know the show's got you in a vice. Once you got a cliffhanger and that make you look stupid, especially if you like waiting within a week or a day or about 2 weeks.
Oh no, they like, nah, you gonna wait. You gonna be waiting for a while for this, buddy.
Oh boy. That's sometimes that's the other thing about when you binge shows and stuff like that takes away from that shit. That rage and that anger about the show being so damn good you can't go on to the next episode. Oh, that's pain. That's pain.
Yo, for real. For real.
That's something you can't experience in that binge era. When you lucky enough to go over to that next episode, that shit is some savagery. Unless it's like the end of the season, you gotta wait about a solid year or something like that. Nah, bro, that shit got you punching the air.
Listen, them Attack on Titan fans, I felt for y'all. Because I binged it, but watch it. Doing that while it was going on, man. Listen,
you could imagine.
I'd have been like, you know what?
Episodes when you saw them shits and you realized niggas had to wait a week for that solid, boy.
Yo, I'd have been like, you know what?
Bro, when I first started Attack on Titan and the shit was juicy in the first couple episodes, I said, fuck this, I'm going to the manga. That shit had me on hook so hard. I was in college at the time and I had to do homework. I said, fuck the homework, I'm going to the manga. I started going through chapters and chapters. I was like, nah, this shit good.
You was like, oh, I'm hooked. Oh, shoot.
I said I wasn't waiting. And by the time I finished, I think I was in I went from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 30. I was like, nah, I'm bitching this shit. Fuck my homework.
Yo, for real.
That shit was the era of stuff popping in and out. Shit was crazy. But
Let's see.
them cliffhangers hit.
Bleach is up there too.
Yep. Especially new Bleach.
Yeah, new Bleach. I'm like,
bro. The second they said we coming back in July, July right around the corner, baby.
right?
We almost back. Speaking of that, probably by next episode, I should have more information because they drop either by next episode or the following episode, whenever review goes down on the 28th. They're supposed to be dropping info for the new Bleach, and then I think Burn the Witch is supposed to have an update on something. People are speculating that they're probably gonna have a new anime dropping.
I still feel a way about how they did Old Man Yama, but that's neither here nor there.
Shit, we was feeling that way. Dude, do you know that see, speaking of cliffhangers, mangas can do this too, because if people remember reading the manga for Bleach, that shit happened during Christmas. We saw Captain Yamato get cleaved in half during Christmas.
Wow.
So they took like a couple of break after that, because you're gonna need a break after you see Captain Yamamoto get cleaved in half.
For real, I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, no, I ain't do that to the. Oh man.
After that shit, man, we was on the cusp. We was having breakdowns in the room. We was like, shit, what you think Yu Habaka gonna do next?
Right?
It was crazy. But yeah, so that's it for the off the cuff discussion for this week. Let's go into some nerd and reboot news. So right off the rip, let's all be happy to hear the news that Jamie Foxx is all right, being updated from his daughter. And then after that news, we heard some news that a musical show should be coming out next year with him and his daughter and stuff like that. And then there's been videos of Jamie Foxx around up and about in various club areas and stuff like that. So he back out. So it's happy to see. He was playing pickleball when all of the news was going crazy that he might be on deathbed and shit like that. All these damn random news outlets.
News.
Yeah, just having to retract their statement. I don't know where the fuck they got the evidence from. They was putting my son on death row and shit like that. But Jamie Foxx came back stronger than ever.
Right,
Hallelujah, bless that.
For real, because that speculation was going strong, and I'm like,
that shit had me on a roller coaster, because 1 week it was like he's on diet. Next week he was like he's Gucci. He's sending us messages telling us okay. Then the following week he was on a respirator about to say his farewells and shit like that. Then the following week his daughter's like, fuck y'all talking about? He playing pickleball right by me. She was crazy.
She's probably looking like, bro, they out here wilding. Hold on, let me say something real quick.
That's how it ended up being. She was like, I wasn't gonna say nothing, and it's all our privacy anyway. But like, calm the fuck down. This is wild.
Yeah, she's like, y'all wild out here. What y'all doing?
Niggas had the famous celebrities all over Twitter at, like, the day she announced this shit, talking about praying for Jamie, like praying for Jamie Foxx and all this stuff. I had a wonderful time working with him, X, Y, and Z and shit like that. Like they had niggas in an uproar.
Right, got to the point where Jamie might try to come and go, hold up.
Facts. It was crazy. But that's a blessing. He's all good. And then on the flip side, we got my son Greg Eagles, aka Grim from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and a bunch of classic cartoon voice actors coming back for a cameo in the now goated, and I'm calling this goated, season 3 of Jellystone, baby. Jellystone coming back, and let me tell you some of the characters they gonna have coming in, because boy, imagine these characters like interacting with the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons. People, like, it's gonna be litty with the generation. They got my boy Flapjack. They got Blue from Foster's Home from Imaginary. They got Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls. They got Ben 10. They got Courage. They got Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. They got Dexter. They got Mandy. They got Number 5. And they got Scooby-Doo.
Wow.
Boy, them interacting with Yogi Bear and Huckleberry Hound and all them boys. That shit gonna be fun. Goated. Season 3 goated, baby.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
Max dropping that shit. When they drop, I will be on it day 1, man. Listen, me and Ronjay was already plotting out how it's gonna go once Grim pulls up, and then he gonna be like, I gotta take Yogi's soul, and he gonna sacrifice Boo Boo for like 25 cents. I can see it now. You know Yogi ain't shit.
Yogi ain't shit.
You know it's either him or it's gonna be the girl. They gonna sell Boo Boo out for 25 cents. You know they selling his soul. You seen that boy like SpongeBob, how Mr. Krabs sold him to the Flying Dutchman for like a penny.
Yeah, if there's anywhere Johnny Bravo can make a cameo.
Oh, yo, bro. keep that in mind, because I gotta talk about something. And just a little bit. Hold that off. But so that cameo is gonna be GOAT for the season 3. And speaking of GOATs, fighting game community is eating this year like a motherfucker. We got the announcement today that Mortal Kombat is flipping back the time. Mortal Kombat 1 is dropping, and that's number 1 because in the last game they flipped over and Liu Kang became a god and he reformed the earth. So they reformed the earth in a different way, and now he's wilding as a new god and shit like that. So So we got the golden era of fighting games again. The trailer is bloody and crazy like only Mortal Kombat can do it. So Mortal Kombat, Tekken coming back. Street Fighter coming out in like 3 weeks. Bro, this shit crazy. Fighting game community, we've birthed anew. I remember last year, PS5 was like, bro, all right, what we gonna do with this system? Fighting games said, we back in full effect. Hey, Budokai Tenkaichi 4, shit. I'm even about to talk about another one. There was a leak that said Jumpstar Ultimax is about to come out for PS5 and Xbox. So we got like Dragon Ball Z, we got like Naruto, we got One Piece. All them Jump Forces about to be back up in the fighting game community once more again.
Fighting game community eating good.
You're eating fucking good. Every time we turn around, something else. Bro, I'm waiting for them to announce Soul Calibur, Killer Instinct. Like at this point, the fighting game energy is in the dome. Like it's starting to spin up. So I'm ultra hyped because that's my
that's what's up.
That's my type of game. So I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that is just hyper game.
Oh, yes, it is. So I'm back in that shit. All they need to do is tell us what if Tekken drops this year. Boy, this is a perfect lineup. Street Fighter in about a couple months. I didn't expect Mortal Kombat to put their freaking foot down in their first trailer, say September. I was like, all right, they trying to come for all the pockets this year. And then Tekken say somewhere, if it's possible, Tekken can say, even if it drops sometime in December, for it to be my birthday game, I'll beloved that. I'll beloved the fuck out that. Shit, yo, I love it. I love it. It's a blessing on that. So fighting game community, we definitely eating again. That's a bless. So on top of that, we got another trailer because trailers went wild this week as well. They finally dropped the Futurama reboot that's coming up on Hulu. That's supposed to be dropping in July. So we got Futurama coming back in July.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, same thing all up in the trailer and shit like that. So that's gonna be dope. This week on Tuesday, I went to go see Knights of the Zodiac, which is a live action movie off of the anime Saint Seiya. So my quick review on that. So you know how live action anime movies go in a tizzy and stuff like that. The one thing I'll give for the movie so far is Hollywood is actually giving more a fuck. Like this was a more Hollywoodized movie, and for them to come in with the lore and the level of detail on like the costumes and stuff like that, I'm appreciative that I don't know who they work with, but they got like some named actors, like people like the lady who played Jean Grey in the X-Men series back in like the 2000s and stuff like that. She was like the main villain in there. There was like the Spanish dude from On My Block was one of the guys, which was a weird casting, but when you put on the costume, he looked great and stuff like that. The fight scenes was the best part of the movie. Like they're getting anime fights way better now. Holy shit. The speed, the combos, the lighting effects and shit like that, they had that shit in spades. I give them major respect for them to like actually put a like Marvel style budget on the fights and shit like that. Like I big respect on that. But like when you do anime movies, it's when you do like a large property that feels like it should be a series. When you do it with a movie, it all feels so like you have to do stuff in like it feels like a 2-hour movie, but like the 2 hours go so fast, and then it feels like the expedition dumped everything, and then everything just wraps up, and then you're feeling like there's so much missing, so you kind of bank on hoping that there'll be more of a sequel. But this is also so niche that you're not sure if it's gonna get enough money for a sequel and shit like that, even though they put a lot of money behind it. I think they put like 60 million behind it or something like that. So they put a lot of money. The main guy that they had he was mad charismatic and funny and shit like that. He was actually Asian, but they found an Asian that they didn't have to like dub over or something like that. He speak perfectly. He speak perfect English and shit like that. He was charismatic, funny. He pointed out some random tropes and shit like that. But other than that, it became like a kind of generic superhero movie for like most of it, like story writing and everything. But ultimately, I pretty much think that it hit the mark on like what it needs to be. It just feels like by the time you finish the movie, you feel like you've learned a lot of shit, but it's like not enough. So you kind of hope that they do more sequels, but I'm not even sure if they're gonna get that opportunity. But it's a step. Like I'll take it as a step in a better direction. It's not like a complete abomination. It's not like them running with a story that I believe that had nothing to do with the series itself. And Saint Seiya is like an old series. They're from like the 80s and shit like that. So they are adapting like one of many stories that they've like decided to reboot the series with. I think they're taking from like the one that they recently did in like the Netflix. So them following off of that shit like that, I'm pretty sure that they're in good hands. So at least like overall, it was okay.
Yeah, man. Listen, they can get a sequel. If Mr. Blood and Honey could get sequels, they could be able to get a sequel.
Boy, you right. You
Shoot.
right. You fucking right on that. If somebody could put some money behind it and a few people enjoyed it, because I'm not gonna lie, at first when I bought my ticket, I thought I was gonna be in there for the loan part, and then a bunch of people started showing up, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh shit, okay, I respect it. So there was people out there. There's always like a hidden community somewhere, something like down to watch. So I fucks with that. So I give it an okay to good for sure. So they stepping in the right direction, and it gives me ideally hope with the One Piece stuff. Oda putting a stamp on it saying that shit not dropping without my approval. So I gotta see what they trying to do. And then they announced that we still getting that Avatar live action sometime this year. So I mean the cast is on point, but we gotta see what they do with that.
Okay, so we're gonna get the real Avatar.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. Once we watch it, and if it's any good, then I'll call it the real Avatar. If it's still boo boo, I mean, remember the main dudes left out of there to go.
Oh, that's right.
The animated stuff. That's the only thing that got me on red flag and shit like that. Because
I forgot about that.
They said they wanted to add like gratuitous extra this and that to it, and I was like, that don't feel like Avatar at all. No, I had no sex to it. Nobody was fucking. Nobody was fucking until later.
No, the only person that was probably fucking was Toph. But they don't show nothing.
We don't know any of that. We don't know who her baby daddies was. She ain't even open about that shit, so we ain't seen no.
Toph was for the streets.
Yeah. But hey, by me to say anything about the greatest earthbender alive. If she want to rumble the streets, I mean, she own them. She's the only one that fucking owns them.
Listen, ain't that here and there. That's just what it is. Yeah. Toph will even tell you.
Well, there you go. Well, on top of that, they announced today that the New York Comic-Con guest list was announced, and some of them guests popped out straight off the bat. They coming in with a vengeance with the New York Comic-Con guest list this year, because they said our marquee guest is gonna be Obi-Wan Kenobi and Captain America right off the bat. They got Chris Evans and Ewan McGregor right off top. They got voice actors like the guy who's voicing Miles Morales, Sheik Moore. They got Mercedes gonna be up in there. They got the rest of the cast of The Mandalorian, Katie Sackhoff and shit like that. All of them, they coming in with them heavy hitter guests at New York Comic Con. So they dropped that guest list, and I was like, oh shit, all right, Comic Con, I see you. I'm intrigued.
All right, I guess they had to step it up.
Yep. A lot of people falling through. A lot of people going to Anime NYC and other shit, but trying to pull niggas back. Shit, I even talked to my homie Dell, and he was like, "Yo, I definitely posting up this year. I got to get my pick with Captain America." I was like, "Yo, I respect that. I get it, man."
I Anime NYC, your move.
Dead ass. Because you want to charge all these fucking prices, you better be bringing someone. I want to see Akira Toriyama.
For real.
If Akira Toriyama pull up, try to see that. Or get the lady who did Full Metal Alchemist. Get her? I'm here for that. Or get the nigga who's writing Dragon Ball Super right now. Get Toyo Taro. Get him here, because I want to talk to my guy.
Yeah.
Get all these people here. I wanna find out when Dragon Ball Super coming back, or when we getting another movie, or what y'all doing.
Got questions. Questions.
A lot of questions. But beside that, we had another trailer this week that it dropped this morning. It's another animated movie called Nimona. This is a Disney animated movie that's going to Netflix. Confused the hell out of me when I looked that up. I was like, y'all got Disney Plus and y'all need content, but this is going to Netflix. What backdoor deal is this? This is a Disney animated team that's doing this. So this is basically like, if you check the trailer, it's making fun of this princess culture and stuff like that. But the main character is a shapeshifter, and the shapeshifter is causing havoc through the kingdoms and shit like that. It looks pretty interesting. The animation style is something similar to Arcane and stuff like that, which is a really good animation shit like that. So when that drops, I think it's gonna be a movie, but Netflix has tricked me before. If it ends up being a series, I'm not gonna be too mad at that either. But animation is trying to say it's alive and well, baby, and I love to see.
Yeah, when you first said Nimona, the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like, the ops from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
True.
I was like, hold on, I had to pause for a second.
Well, I mean, if the ops is a shapeshifter, then yeah. I mean, the way how they had them freaking cars be Pokemon, yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Pretty much. I mean, it shapeshifted its way out of Disney into Netflix.
Well, there you go.
Shit, that was weird. But nonetheless, we have an end of an era going down next week, and it's kind of a transition into a weird period going in. So the end of May marches the end of a long-running series. This ran for a bit too long for a lot of people's takes, but nonetheless, we losing Grant Gustin, y'all. We leaving behind Flash next week. It's the end of an era. Flash finishes off next.
You know what's funny is that I've been binge watching The Flash, and I think I'm up to. I went back because I watched all of season 8 and part of season 9, and I went back just to catch up. I'm on season 7. I'm at the tail end of season 7. So I will be there shortly.
Yep. That's perfectly fine.
Yo, Barry became addicted these later seasons.
Yeah, a lot of shit was going on. A lot of shit was going up and down, and shit was running. And the team dynamic, once the team dynamic switched, it lost a lot of my heart.
You know what? The dynamic shift of it, as I'm watching it now, I do miss certain people. But you know what? I will say it hasn't hit me yet, because so far I think I'm right at that cusp. Like, they've introduced the new people, but it fully hasn't shifted over yet. And I think it's about to. That's probably when I'm gonna be like, oh.
It'll hit because it's been a time and I still don't care about certain people, and a lot of dynamics feel stagnant. The way how they just keep up with certain characters and keep them going. It's like, what are you doing? And then a lot of people took a lot of breaks off of this show, and then it's like the old sitcoms where the sister went upstairs and they just never got seen again.
Oh, not the Judy treatment.
Yeah, a lot of people a lot of people having a Ginny treatment, and then they come down once every blue moon and then disappear again. I'm like, man, I hate with the bullshit. That's why we was calling this show the end for like a bad lord, because it just got messy. People was racist to a lot of black people on the show, and that's why people got like you just drastically see why Elastic Dude got rid of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got rid of because he was being racist.
Damn, you elongated, man.
Yeah, he was racist before. Like, there was a lot of people low key that's racist on the show that's been battling back on this shit. Like they've been putting Candace to a ringer as I.
Yeah, Candace definitely spoke on it
through various years.
And Candace is one of my favorite characters.
Exactly, and they've been bitching to her since season 1. Yeah, that's a whole shit. But like I said, it's the end of an era. Barry trades off his suit, and then by next month we get that rotten old dirty bastard. Because I don't know what else to call him. Like, he a dead-ass war criminal. I'm not going... Like, they dead trying to sell me on this movie, talking about, this movie's so good, you're going to forget about his crimes. Bullshit. Fucking Jonathan Majors was giving all-star performances in Loki that people was like, yo, nah, this is true Marvel. And y'all ain't letting go of that. So why the fuck am I going to let go of a guy who's double up his villain shit just because he's saying I'm sorry?
Like, you were a villain in real life.
Nigga, you abducted kids. You got bird marking kids. Y'all started a cult. You was stashing up people. You was beating up people in their homes. Like, you are a fucking super villain. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yo.
Like, listen, bro. You were
we live with some wild times, because this
is something else. But yeah, that's the change in regard there. So, nonetheless, moving on to other announcements. We got that announcement yesterday that Sonic Prime is also summer. We eating again, because in the summer we also get Sonic Prime coming back for Netflix in July as well. So we can continue off of that.
All right. Nah, that's good. Sonic Prime was lit.
That's good hype for me, you, and Jet for sure. That shit fire. And then we also got the Warner Brothers big discussion on stuff going down, because next week on the 23rd, I think that's a Tuesday, while we're probably out watching Fast X and Screen X, it's gonna go down because HBO Max officially becomes Max. And when that happened, Warner Brothers was talking about all the shit that they was getting, the coverage in Max, and the announcement we got AEW Collison about to hit. I think it should be TBS. It should be.
It's on. I think it's actually on TNT.
Oh, it's on TNT. Damn.
Yeah, and it's on Saturday.
Yeah, that Saturdays at 8. That's rocking over for AEW, and then AEW's content. I think they said all access is supposed to go over on Max. So slowly they starting to integrate their stuff, and further, hopefully they treat AEW on Max like Peacock does WWE and have their own section.
Let's see, knowing how Max has been going so far, I don't know.
They need to do that because if they're gonna invest on more like stuff that's live content and whatnot, and they could get like if they could push into the content and the pay-per-view deals, because I mean think of this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time for this to happen because I'm gonna talk about it in a bit, but that strike is still going on and it's affecting multiple shows every week, and this is the perfect time to have something that's not gonna stop while you basing all your fall shows around the shit.
I would say, does AEW have enough content?
They have enough
at
to
this
keep
point
it rolling.
to fill up that type of section.
I think they do to hold off at least. They have
so
enough
I can see, yeah,
they
I can
have
see
enough to garner in impact and also garner in like if they want exclusive rights to pay-per-views and special events.
Yeah, I guess those are the questions. I know they have Dynamites will probably be up there. Rampages will probably be up there. The premium pay-per-views, I don't know.
The pay-per-views, I think should especially after a while and stuff like that. After then, the replay value is done and stuff like that. And I don't know if they sell out in DVDs or anything like that. And
yeah, I guess it depends on whatever deal they have with Bleacher.
Yeah, that's so we'll see. But I feel like they probably might tap into something more with it being on because it's gonna be an interesting thing if you open up Max and then right along the side of like genres and stuff like that they have like a button for AEW and it opens out like from Dynamite, Rampages, Dark Elevation and stuff like that, like a whole bunch of content they have. They definitely juiced out content in the last couple of years.
It's an interesting spot, especially with Tony owning Honor Club.
Yeah.
So
see, that's the thing about Warner Brothers. They don't care about anything Ring of Honor though. So if they was interested in taking all that stuff in, like Ring of Honor, then they'd have content out the ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just depends. Like they have a platform they could put that stuff on in theory if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Tony. If he wanted, he could. He has a platform for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
Oh, definitely, because there's drama afoot all over that. But we'll see how that falls.
Yep.
So, nonetheless, we got another teaser of the Five Nights at Freddy movie that's supposed to drop in October. That had Matthew Lillard, aka Shaggy, up in that stuff. So that's
okay.
Good. The teaser gives the vibe of an evil Chuck E. Cheese. I've heard about the game. I've seen the commentary and the jokes. I've seen Markiplier be famous and review off of that shit for years and whatnot. So I'm interested to see that movie. Sure, because I've never been one to sit down and play the game per se, but I've watched other people play it and do stuff with it, so I'm interested to see how this movie goes.
Now, speaking of October, how are we going to get the captain this year?
Five Nights at Freddy. Shit, I think that's gonna be close to Halloween, so I think it's coming out like October 27th. So that sounds like a perfect movie time to do that, and then go to a haunted house that has animatronics.
Oh yeah.
I think the wave this year probably gonna be an animatronic house.
Oh, okay.
Because once them motherfuckers come out after we see that movie, it's gonna be all hands.
Right.
All hands. It's gonna be the year that hands get thrown on some robots.
Oh, I can see it now.
We battling AI and demon Chuck E. Cheeses.
Yeah, I can so see this. Oh,
yep. So. And in other news, so this year Marvel's doing something funky with their TV shows. So later on in the years, they had announced like this week that they're dropping the season 2 of Loki, and those episodes are coming out week to week. But then they're doing something funky with the new show that they're coming out with Echo. They're dropping that all at once, which is weird because I see the Marvel shows is weird to not do weird to do in a binge formula, and I don't know how that's gonna work better than the week to week, because the way how like discussions work week to week and mysteries plot up, like how I was talking about earlier with the cliffhangers and shit like that, I don't know how that shit's gonna work with this series just drop it all at once. I don't know if that's gonna like what do you think about the model between their shows between the week to, do you think it's better for like week to week or throw it all out at once in a
maybe this is a test for them. Maybe they're trying to
this is 100% a test.
Yeah, they're trying to find something out. They're trying to see like is this a format we should go to, or should we keep it week to week? I think they're gauging to see how the audience reacts to this format.
I don't think that's better than I personally say the week to week formula works better if you want people to engage with your show and people to remember stuff, because in this binge era you will binge a show and you could not remember anything about a week later.
It depends on the show.
But then once again, we're talking about Marvel here, where we'll get content out the ass for a lot of shit, and a lot of shit we don't remember. Can you remember all the stuff that you've seen in Quantumania?
No. But I really wasn't paying attention to Quantumania like that, so I can't speak to too much time.
I tell you, there's shit in Guardians that we'll remember. So it's dependent on quality for sure.
And it's like, so with the binge format, it gives you the option of either or. So you could either just binge the whole thing, or you could watch it an episode at a time. And I think for that...
Yeah, but the problem with that is now that only works in theory if you do not want to discuss things with other people. You have the choice to do that, but now you watching this show and now you kind of want that interaction with other people to talk about how good the show is. But then you have to gauge what level people are at with the show, because you know instantly once something binges out, the people who are already getting this show earlier is putting the first feelers out, and then following on top of that, you have the people that are instant bingers that'll get it right off the top, and then you're like the fear is that by the time you finish the show, the discussion of the show is all done.
I got you there.
Like you're the one who pulls up to the fandom and is like, I'm ready to talk about it, and niggas is moving on to the next thing, because that's Marvel. Like if they want to continue to, like, let's say they like this binge formula and stuff like that, and they drop it for another show. This show is already in the zeitgeist because Marvel has so many fucking things.
Like I said, it's definitely going to depend on the show and what they want to do with the show. So they may format that show for that format. So they would, if they're not gonna do a traditional week by week, they would have to change the format a little bit.
Definitely, because the way how this show, the thing about this show is it's Echo, so it's like an in between show between Hawkeye and the Daredevil show they got coming for us. So I think it's been word that Wilson Fisk and Daredevil are supposed to be like cameos in this show.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a placeholder before people get the real hype, because everybody's hyped behind the new Daredevil show. So like, let's say we got this and this binge formula and stuff like that, and then we got Daredevil coming out in like the early of the next following year. This shit's gonna disappear. Unless this shit's like premium quality, which this is like, this show drops I think in October, and then we have the Marvels movie coming out in November. So this has a chance of this disappearing amongst Loki and then the Marvels.
Okay, so it sounds like this has a specific purpose.
Yeah, so I especially because the threat level is like street level stuff, so it's got a possibility of it disappearing.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Maybe this is just to generate interest.
Yeah,
this might just be an extended teaser in series format.
I'll be on the
hook.
But
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll be on the hook for later on this year to see how that goes. So like I was saying earlier, when I told you to hold on that Johnny Bravo thing, something came up which, the nostalgia hit me like a fucking brick. So apparently this week they announced, and I think it was like on Monday, that they had found the lost episode of Johnny Bravo voiceover, where, I don't know if you remember the show, where Johnny Bravo used to call in kids, and kids would request cartoons to go on the show, and he would like have live conversations with these kids, or recorded, or however they set it up, where the voice actor of Johnny Bravo would be in Johnny Bravo character, and it would show him like talking and reacting to these kids and asking what they want to put on the TV. It'd be like 15-minute cartoons and stuff like that, or like 10-minute cartoons. They found the lost episode where Johnny Bravo like legit recaps the Frieza versus Goku, like final fight right before Goku, like after Goku splits Frieza in half and he shoots him the last blast and stuff like that. He tells the little girl Jamie, I think, who requested an episode of Dragon Ball Z. He put on that final episode of Frieza, and he recaps that whole episode at about like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I saw it.
That shit was hilarious. And then I watched the entire like 30-minute broadcast. I forgot how fucking good this shit was between the commentary between Johnny Bravo and them kids. That is something we gotta put back on the comfy couch, because goddamn, Johnny Bravo is a gem. He is about the only thing of Elvis I can stand. That shit is fucking hilarious. Johnny Bravo's a gem, yo. And I can't believe he's a teenager.
Johnny Bravo is a mess, yo.
He was fucking perfect. Like him, in that episode early before he goes to the Dragon Ball Z thing, he recaps his thing with Scooby-Doo, where it was him and Scooby-Doo and he was going for his Aunt Jebediah. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny. I can see Johnny Bravo in the Dragon Ball universe pulling up the bomber like, hey, pretty mama.
Oh, big time. Big time. Any universe that got any anime chicks and shit like that, he'll pull up. I mean, he's perfect for an anime. He looks like a 32-year-old man, but he's a teenager.
I can see Vegeta going, Kakarot, who is this buffoon?
I can't believe for the longest time I never put 2 and 2 together to realize this nigga was an actor. That nigga look like a grown ass man and his mama, but like nah, bro, that nigga was a teen. That shit is mind bending.
Listen, we know Johnny probably did a couple of repeats and redos. He been there for a minute. He's a veteran of this high school game.
100%. That shit crazy, but like just seeing that shit, that was the biggest nostalgia kick. Like that was great. That was great.
It was hilarious. I was cracking up. I was like, yeah.
Johnny Bravo on the money. So that's great. That shit definitely on the list.
Definitely.
All right, so we had more trailers as well. They dropped the trailer. Did you see the trailer for the new Haunted Mansion?
No, I didn't.
So it's got a whole motherfucking slew of people. They got Jamie Lee Curtis, Lakeith Stanfield. They got Danny DeVito. They got tons of people that's working, and the way how that shit coming out, and it's not even following the old formula of the last 2 movies and stuff like that. I think they're in New Orleans and hitting up voodoo and a whole bunch of shit like that. The cast is super powerful. I think this is another this is one. I mean, Haunted Mansion was already redone before, but this is actually one that looks promising with a big cast. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, the trailer looked good.
Okay.
So we'll follow up and see how good that is for Haunted Mansion. We got other news of casting. So we got the announcement on Tuesday morning that the reason Seth Rollins was out on Monday Night Raw on Monday was that he was casted. Apparently, like rumor is that he's part of the Serpent Society as like one of the members or something like that. But Seth Rollins is going to be on Captain America NWO New World Order, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, Seth, see you.
Yep. I mean, hopefully his part don't get cut out like Becky's was in the Eternals. But the family that Marvel's together get this check together. So big ups to Seth the Man Rollins. So hopefully he don't take that belt to Hollywood, baby.
Hey.
Shit, imagine he going to Hollywood with the belt first before Roman.
Well, we're like, listen.
Triple H gonna be like, damn, I just made this fucking belt and here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Like MI.
Yep. So we also got Vice, the station that brings us stuff like Dark Side of the Ring and whatnot. That Vice filed for bankruptcy.
Well.
So Vice is in some trouble and shit like that. So see how they bounce back from that pretty much. I mean, bankruptcy for these places is usually like their reset period, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. And the final news we got. This is the following up of the WGA strike. We got more actors and writers band together. More shows is on hold. Like they still announced it. I think they announced this week that the season 4 of Mandalorian on hold, delayed due to the writer's strike. And then I think one of the big news was that Seth MacFarlane bowed out of both Family Guy, American Dad, and another one that's blank. American Dad, Family Guy, and something else. But he completely like dropped out of all that stuff. So he's the creator and main head writer for these shows, and he's like, until this writer strike is over, that shit's on pause. That's a big hit to Fox.
Yep.
And TBS, because they always show up for American Dad and Family Guy. They Fox shows is gonna be in a tizzy. I know Bob's Burgers. They definitely on the whole, and that's the big shows for Fox Sundays.
Yep.
So I know Fox about to be punching the air with that shit as well.
Like,
so
damn it.
This strike is going off. Actors and writers is all banded together, and I saw a video that black people was getting lit. Like black people was doing the fucking wobble and the Cupid shuffle on the picket line and shit like that. So always give it up to the black people out there that make picket lines and all this shit more fun as well.
For real.
And big ups to the people who be delivering pizzas. This whole week I see nothing but pizzas being sent out to them motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers eating pizza more than do tonight while they picketing. Shout outs to people delivering and giving food for sure.
They eating good. Helping them out.
They helping them out because we know without the writers, we ain't getting these fucking shows. So
Yeah.
get it together and pay these people. I heard next week there's supposed to be like a major discussion between these studios and these writers. So hopefully they could work out something so they can give these people a living wage so we can get back to working on these damn shows. Because the falls, I don't know if you saw, but like I think Fox and ABC dropped their lineup for the fall, and it's nothing but reality shows.
And that's what I was afraid of.
It's about to be a boring ass fall. Summer packed. If you're playing video games, you hype. Like legit hands off. Video games is popping. The TV shows stopping. And where's the MVP? TV shows are stopping. Video games is popping. That's how we do in 2023, baby.
Yep.
That's all. So that's the close enough of Nerd and Reboot news. We had a ton of shit this week. So we going. It's time for the main event. The main event segment of this week, we are down with BMP, Black Morpher Power, and we about to hit some of the Ranger series that's left in the zeitgeist that we need to complete. And this one, we are doing Dino Charge episode 1 and 2.
Yep. So you go ahead and hit us with the fast facts for a sec.
Yep. Fast facts in history. So this is the 22nd season of Power Rangers. The 37th Super Sentai, Zuden Sentai, Koryuja, under the Saban brand entertainment group. So this ran from Nickelodeon from February 2015, December 2016, 44 episodes with 2 seasons. This is the one that ran from Dino Charge to Super Dino Charge, an action adventure, fantasy drama, science fiction superhero show created from Haim Saban and the Toei Company collaboration. Fun fact on this is a Power Ranger series that does not have a Yellow Ranger. This is basically chosen teens with powers take on the forces of evil, bounty hunters with dino powers. So there's another Dino series for sure. So we're going to step into episode 1, Powers from the Past.
All right, so, we start the episode. We see 2 ships, a smaller one and a big one.
Yep.
Right, one of the big ships got a big old asteroid behind it. Yep. Small ship is juking and jiving.
Dodging, motherfucker.
Doing all that good stuff, right?
Bobbing and weaving like George Foreman.
Right. And then so here we get our first intro to Fury. So they're trying to shoot the ship, but the ship is busted up, and they're trying to get it fixed.
He's like, he warning them like, yo, you can't fuck around. We got to make sure this shit is good for Master Sled. Yeah, and they like, yo, you got to figure it out. You got to hurry up. You got to hurry up, son. You got to hurry up. He's like, yo, it's 1,000 million volts in here. I mean, and then there's a reason my son was named Fury.
Yep. And then here come Master Sled. He's like, yo, get out of my way, idiot. He takes this volt, takes the pipe with the electricity running through, just put them back together like it's nothing.
Instantly, we get characterization out of Sledge out of that one. Hot head as fuck.
Right. So at this point, we get intro to Sledge and his boo, Poisandra.
Yeah, boo thing. Y'all want to talk about legendary couples in the Power Rangers universe and shit like that? We talk about Rita and Zed. This generation has Sledge and Poisandra, bro.
Yep.
So and right off the rip, you can tell there's a dynamic change because the crew are giving me vibes that they're like, yo, we don't fuck with her.
Nope, not at all. So she out there trying to go up and aim at the ship. She over here doing her bippity boppity boo, and one of the little goons got in the way. Yep. And Sledge just vaporized him.
Sledge does. Right off the bat, Sledge is a hothead to everybody except for Poisandra.
Yep, he don't play about her.
That's his boo. That's his boo boo. That's Usher my boo. That's everything boo thing. She get whatever she want. They trying to get married. They trying to hurry all this bullshit up, and they trying to handle this shit. Poisandra says point, and Sledge shoot the gun. That's it.
Yep. And at this point, Poisandra, she sets it up, and they hit the ship. Yep. And the ship goes ass. Yep, the ship goes flying into the Earth's atmosphere, getting burned up.
Sledge said he aiming for something called them energems.
Yep. So at that point, we see the ship hitting the atmosphere, and then we get the intro.
Yep. So how'd you feel about the intro?
I was okay with the intro until it got to the damn go-go.
See, I said the same thing. I said this. So for me, I said this is a pretty good opening with some energy, and then like when they got to the go-go part, it brought it down, but it doesn't completely hurt it. Like I like that they tried, like they sang other words that make it feel like its own thing, and then right in the middle it's like go-go. I'm like, come on guys, y'all can leave that shit somewhere else.
That's what annoyed.
Go-go always brings the shit down.
That's what annoyed me. I'm like, the song was fine. Yes. It was going good.
Yes.
There was no need.
I love originality in your songs. And then y'all throw in that guy. Y'all always find a way to nudge in that go-go. I'm like, bro, we're over go-go. Stop that shit. Y'all are already a dino-based Ranger series. Y'all already like the third one. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm like, leave the go-go alone. Like, that's what annoyed the crap out of me, because I'm like,
y'all don't need to tie anything in that shit.
Like go-go is Mighty Morphin. Leave it alone.
It's crazy that Dino Thunder, which was the second dinosaur series, did not even put go-go in their shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So why the fuck y'all think y'all gonna do this shit? No, I blame Haim Saban for this shit. When they came back with Samurai, they was obsessed with the go-go theme.
And I'm like, it's not needed. I'm like, Dino Thunder did not need it. Dino Thunder theme was fire. They ain't need it.
Ever since they did that rebooted series of Mighty Morphin, that year that they did like right before Samurai and shit like that, they got so obsessed.
You talking about that stuff with the Batman stuff? Ooh.
Yeah. They got so obsessed.
We don't acknowledge that.
They got so obsessed with the fucking go-go theme. Like, they was like, we gonna slap that go-go theme on everything.
Like, this is Gosei levels of annoying. And I'm like,
yes. It legit ruined a good song.
It did. That's why I was like, yo, I was like, okay, all right, we got something here. Then go. I'm like,
fuck that shit. But yeah, anyways, let's go back in the episode.
Yeah. So, after we get the intro, we're annoyed, but we push through,
Yeah.
right? So then we get the title of the episode, and then we're in this forest. We see the ship, right? And we get our first intro to the keeper.
Yep, keeper, original keepy keep.
Yeah, look like Larigo's cousin on his mother's side.
Facts. That is even like while I was like, because I never really watched this series as a whole. I was always like in and out just watching shit. Every time I see Keeper's face, I was like, that look weird, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all completed that.
So at this point, a T-Rex pull up to him. He tell the T-Rex, he's like, listen, I don't mean you no harm. He's like, listen, I need you to get your strongest people.
I was confused by this at first because I didn't know like the exact timeline. And the funny thing is, I saw that CGI dinosaur and it looked like the same one for Dino Thunder. So
I thought the same thing.
I wasn't too sure if we wasn't back in like the era with robo dinos and humans and shit like that. Like right off the rip, I didn't realize that this was like before the asteroid field and shit like that. So when he said that, I thought he said a dinosaur to find out like 5 teens. I'm like, imagine a dinosaur pulling on you and talking about, you gotta come with me and we need you for the Ranger Corps. I'm like, that dinosaur calling me to go. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, imagine him dragging Dr. Oliver back over here.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
He's like, he dropped off at the feet of the keeper.
Imagine that's what it was trying to do in that first episode of Dino Thunder.
We find the tie-in. Yo,
that was the backstory. That's why he attacked Tommy Oliver. And instead, he was just fighting him off. He was attacking. He was like, "No, bro." He was just trying to say it in his dino leg. He was like, "Come back, bro. We need help."
Right? Come here. like, where you going?
He's trying to attack me. He's like, no, that's not what I'm doing at all.
Right? He's like, no.
And already, Tommy got that beef with T-Rexes because it reminds him of a certain somebody.
A certain someone. He's like, Tyrannosaurus. Nah.
He's like, I'm not trying to hear this out at all.
Right?
I mean, shit, the beef was canon. We saw Forever Red.
Right? He's like, who sent you? Shit. Like, you friend or foe?
Because you a T-Rex, you fall off rip.
Right? He's like, nah, we're dragons over there. Nah, this ain't it.
Shit, definitely. But yeah, so he says after dinos to look for people so he can send the gems to.
So now with Fury, he's down on Earth and he's looking for them
inner gems.
The inner gems too, right? Right? So he's looking and then Keeper sees him coming. He's he hears him coming.
My son played the perfect death. Yo, my son was fake passed out and everything.
Son was out there. He's like, yeah, you dead. Then Fury saw the case with that the inner gems are supposed to be in. So he took the case and he left Keeper alone. And then Keeper, Keeper's like, yeah, I'm alive still, bro. Yeah. I'm alive, bitch.
Yeah, take that little bit. Yo, this not gonna lie, the first half of this episode made me respect the fuck out of Keeper after what he did. Shit. So we back on the ship and then we see that it's a ship full of prisoners, all monsters of all kinds of shit. We find out what kind of time the sledge is on, cause that's where we find out this nigga a bounty hunter. This nigga don't have like a ship of all these motherfuckers cause they his friends or something or they work for him. Now this nigga a bounty hunter. He collecting these motherfuckers for the money.
He getting them checks.
He's getting them. You see all them motherfuckers in there? He getting big checks. That's why I guarantee you. I don't know if they have like a backstory episode on how they met or something like that. I guarantee you, he got a bounty out on Pazandra, and she was like, "Yo, I can give you some coochie." And he was like, "You know what? Fuck it, shit. I don't need the money."
Yeah, for real, yo. Listen, he had them papers like he was hunting Luffy and gang.
Shit. Yep. He was like chasing and fucking One Piece. He pulled up to that shit and he was like, you know what? I could collect this bounty, but I got enough money. I don't got coochie, so like, come on, girl.
Right? He's like, I don't need this one.
Shit, I can let it slide. Right? Shit, you gonna let me slide? Shit.
And then he's telling her, he's looking at his bounty. She's like, listen, enough of this bounty stuff. He was like, I could be rich. I could be the richest motherfucker in the world, and then we could get married. And she's like, maybe.
Nigga said maybe. And she was like, I ain't playing with you, my nigga. Ain't no maybe in this bitch.
Yeah, she's like, what you mean?
Her voice changed to everything. She said, nigga, what you mean maybe?
Yeah, she's like, we getting married. And he was like,
put a ring on it, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like, oh, man.
This nigga said, God damn.
Yeah, she shut that down real quick.
She said, I ain't playing, nigga.
Yeah.
She said, what other options I got? You gonna sell me for that bounty, motherfucker?
Right? It's like, nah, I got dirt on you, bro.
Shit. So we got Fury pulled back up.
Right? And he gives the case to Master Sledge, and then Master Sledge opens. He's like, it's a bomb, you.
When I saw that shit, I was like, yo, keep us a goon. Keep us a fucking goon. Nigga opened up, Sledge like, it's a bomb. I was like, you're a goon, nigga. Son, at that point, I was in spirit keeping the mean daps. Imagine tricking these dumbass motherfuckers and hitting them niggas with a bomb? That's crazy.
Wait, so do you see how fast Fury jumped in that pod?
Nigga, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. At that point, it was so close up to Sledge's face, you would have thought if that bomb went out, it was killing him. So Fury was like, it ain't killing me though.
Yeah, because I don't know. I couldn't tell at the time if he jumped in the pod, he got knocked in the pod. I know he was in that pod, and then one of the goons, they hit the launch button, and Fury was out of here.
Bro, not to mention, not the tie-in that this was the cause to the asteroid field that took out the dinosaurs. I was dying.
Yo, for real, the last thing we see of Sledge's little pop out the side of the window. I'll make you pay, Keeper.
Nigga said my asteroids, and then they flew off. Yo, you cannot tell me that Keeper was in this world for so many fucking millions and trillions of years for evolution. For the bomb to set this ship off so far that there was billions and trillions of years off from the Earth. That is crazy.
Yo, for real. So Keeper was responsible for the destruction of all the dinosaurs.
Yes. all the motherfuckers in the volcanoes and shit like that, all that shit, that's all Keeper's fault. It's all Keeper's fault. Keeper was trying to be foul and he caused so much destruction.
Right?
This nigga
he was out here trying to beat uber petty. He wanted his lick. Keeper wanted his lick.
He got his lick back in spades. And not only that, he got his lick back so hard, he killed the dinosaurs, and honestly, he created a human. He created a human race.
Yo, this is wild.
This nigga Keeper created a human race. Fuck Zordon. Fuck Gosei. This nigga's a whole. That nigga's a master morphin god or some shit like that. That nigga's the cause of the human race.
Right, you think you be the dinosaur's #1 ops at this point?
Oh, he's more of the Zen type villain to dinosaurs than fucking Sledge. I'll tell you that.
Right, I'm surprised them dinosaurs don't see him as like, yo, get him.
Definitely. When them niggas come back, well, I mean, in Energem form and shit like that, I would be big petty. I would have been. I don't listen to this shit at all.
Right, I ain't listen to nothing.
I had a rivalry with this nigga going back trillions of years. That's crazy.
Right, he took out my boo, my side piece, my cousin. Nah, so excited.
Everybody I ever knew, and then when we pull back on the Earth, there's some niggas called humans. What the fuck?
Like you come back like, oh, this the bush right here.
Running this shit, and then you motherfuckers dropping some ice age and some asteroids. The fuck Keeper.
So at this point, Fury finds Keeper, and he about to destroy him. And he's like, yeah, I got you, Then he sees the asteroids. He's like, oh shit.
Bro, Fury was on his. Hey, that fight, Fury pulled up with the quickness, like, bitch, you still alive? Fuck you.
Right, and now at this point, Fury is running for his life from them asteroids.
Yo, they stuck now thanks to the actions.
Yo, what killed me is the random dinosaur just running past Fury.
Listen, nigga, they at least some of them realized what time it was on, and they was trying to escape as much as they could.
Listen, it was like every dinosaur for yourself at this point.
Big time. It was the end of the world, bro.
So then fast forward, we're in a historical museum.
Yeah,
with the humans.
Yeah, where humans take over. And the transition between the dinosaurs running and then just bones is fucked up.
Yo, it is, yo. And then so here we get out to Tyler, and he's looking at the dinosaurs. Yep. He sees the T-Rex. He's looking at me. He's taking notes of where it was found. Yep. No, just standard museum stuff. Nothing crazy there, right? Yeah. Right? So nothing too crazy.
Yeah, then we see him run into, what's his name, Chad?
Yeah, his name's Chad. Is it Chad? I always forget his name.
Oh, Chase,
yeah, okay. Yeah, so he runs into Chase, and he asks Chase, he's like, yo, you work here? He's like, you know what this is? He's like, yeah, this is like 15 miles out from the city.
Damn, I Like he get ready for them maneuvers.
He definitely was. He's like, yeah, I'm on this.
Yeah, he's doing research for his father. And he's trying to find all that information out. So he get to leaving off that, and then we get our introduction to Shelby.
Yes, we do.
And she working in that dino restaurant, and she fucking up orders, and she giving people this and that. She having a bad day working as food staff, delivering food badly and stuff like that.
So Shelby trying, yo. She's trying.
She trying. She goes over to Chase, and they talk about they favorite dinos and stuff like that. But before that, was this our introduction to Miss Morgan?
Yes,
bro. I gotta say it. I'll keep this energy. Miss Morgan a hater.
Miss Morgan is a hater with a capital H.
Miss Morgan is a racist hater. I just want to point that right out off the rip.
Hater with a capital H, yo. Ooh.
We gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we gonna talk about Miss Morgan.
Listen, but yeah, so after Miss Morgan give it a side eye because she delivers shit and she thinks she all messy and shit like that, she goes over to Chase and they talk about they dinos and stuff like that. And Chase says that he basically says they're pretty much in New Zealand for the area and stuff like that. And then right in the midst of that, we run into Coda, who's doing work and trying to bribe Shelby trying to bribe them into giving up the information on where they're going to get their next research information on some dinos.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get Shelby talking to Ms. Morgan, which is so I'm guessing this is her boss, the way she be talking to her, because she telling her about the museum policy and X, Y, and Z.
That's what I assumed, but even then, I'm not even sure. It's like, yo, I just didn't like the hater rate that was coming from Miss Morgan. I ain't like it.
Right
off rip.
And then right after that, Morgan was talking about she got her staff working on the shit, and they look back at Chase and Coda being messy boys and shit like that.
Being buffoons.
Yeah, it was a mess that she was trying to grandstand on Shelby about.
Yeah,
she got her boys on it, and Shelby can't come, and I was like, that's some hateration, bro.
Yeah, she mentions like, yeah, these guys ain't all that. It's like, yeah, if they are, they must hide it well.
So after that, we move on to Tyler, who's going into a cave, and he's searching for something.
Yo, yeah, he definitely is, yo.
Making maneuvers and shit like that. And then in the midst of him making his rounds and stuff, a creature arrives and chases the fuck out of Tyler.
Yo, for real, that thing chased the crap out of Tyler.
Yo, Tyler found a dino fossil in my and this hooded creature was on his ass, yo. That nigga was chasing him like he was on an episode of School.
On his ass.
That nigga was chasing him through that cave.
Yo, on his ass. Yeah, he was on his ass. And he ducking, he bobbing and weaving.
Yo.
Somebody found a little cut corner to hide in and then covered up his light so he couldn't see him, even though that light was still kind of bright, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, motherfucker was in the hood, so I guess he couldn't see straight.
So, at this point, Shelby, they told Shelby she couldn't go, but Shelby wasn't having none of it, so she hopped on the truck. Shelby then hopped on the truck and played stowaway.
Yep, he hid, and she joins the team on the trip. And then in the meanwhile, a hooded figure, the one that was chasing Tyler, he steals the box with the shiny gems in them.
Yeah, and then Shelby yelling at them like, "Yo, he's getting away! He's getting away!"
Yeah, but nobody hears her, so she was like, "Fuck it, I'll take it upon myself."
Right? So she's chasing him down.
Yep. She on his ass now.
Yeah.
And then a hooded figure reveals itself to be Fury.
Freaking Fury.
Yep. The monster blasts right after her.
Yep.
And then right out of nowhere, Tyler, who introduces himself in his old name, so Tyler Navarro.
Yep.
He grabs the gem and helps out Shelby.
Yep. So at this point,
no. I got this confused. It's not Fury. It was that ice monster.
Yeah, it was the ice monster. I forgot his name. Fury just in here so much. We listen.
Fury was on everybody's ass so much that I thought it was him. Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm like. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think he ever told us his name
because I just labeled him Ice Monster.
Yeah, you're Tyler, and at this point, Tyler's pulling everything out of his bag to fight this guy.
See this part, some part like a little bit confused me because I don't know how strong these bosses was. He's fighting these motherfuckers block and blast with the shovel and shit like that.
Yo, first he had to get to the shovel. First he pulled out a banana.
Yeah.
Then he pulled out his boxers.
Yo, that shit had me dying. That nigga put out his... already off rip, I like the personalities coming through with some of these characters. I like them already more than like Samurai or something like that. Like their personalities are showing through where Samurai's was already dry from rip.
And then Shelby was like, when she pulled out the shovel, she's like, what you gonna do, dig us in the escape hole?
Shit, this nigga said, watch me work my thing.
Right, so then he out here blocking blast now with the shovel.
That shit confused the hell out of me. I was like, how strong is your blasters? What's going on?
Listen, he was like, he's like, oh, this'll work. I was expecting that. This'll work. I bet.
Bro, he was busting that monster's ass with that shovel for a second.
Yep. Someone was like, oh, this it. This the wave. Okay.
And we're not even talking about like the gems ain't touched them. They don't have enhanced abilities. They was whipping full monster ass with a shovel.
Yep. Listen, they was like, they hyped it like, yeah, we got him. And then
we're not talking about like putty niggas. Like this is a full ass monster.
Until old boy shovel was on fire.
Yeah, and that shit was in pieces. He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, my weapon, fuck. And then so they had to say, though. Then they was like, no, you're not gonna blast us because you might hurt what's in this crate.
Oh yeah, see, Shelby thinking with the big brain. Shelby said, all right, you're not about to take us out because if you destroy us, the crate gonna go mid battle. And he was like, fuck you, and he still shot at them.
He's like, listen, the thing in the crate to survive, you won't hold this.
Shit, blast on him, and then he blast on him, and then we got the two energy popped out.
Yep.
We got the red and pink.
He's like, he even realized Tyler had the red. He's like, oh, he's like two energy gems. Oh shoot.
Said, shit, Sledge gonna be hyped.
So they went to go grab him, and he froze them both.
Yep, he froze them both, but they was close enough to touch them gems right before they freeze off. So the gems gave them the power to unfreeze themselves.
Yeah, cause he's like, I'm about to smash you guys in little bitty pieces.
Yep, this nigga was on murder mode. That ice monster had murder on his mind.
Right.
So the gems connect with them, and it break down their DNA as all Power Ranger powers do. So it starts changing their DNA structures, and then the dinos we start to see in they spirits connect with them further, and they find the blaster and they connect them to the gems.
Yeah, right. So that's like the gems. That's like they saw the T-Rex and the Triceratops, and it's like, oh, okay.
Instantly they start blasting and spinning that motherfucker.
They're like, oh, we got ancient rusty weapons. Oh, okay.
Yup, they knew how to connect the shit right. You know when the Power Ranger power hit the DNA, the DNA and the brain masters tell you how to morph and all that other shit. So they knew exactly what to do.
Well, Tyler didn't, because he accidentally shot the gun and almost kind of offed Shelby.
I mean, he knew enough how to figure it eventually.
And then he's like, Shelby, like, how you do that? He's like, yeah, I just rolled this thing right here.
Yep.
And he's like, all right, bet, pew. Shit. And then they thought they was gonna shoot him, but then some heads came flying out, and next thing you know, they're in Power Ranger uniform.
They in full regalia, and then they start hitting the monster with some combos.
Yep, Iceman's like, oh, come on, bruh.
He was like, shit, this is some bullshit. And then in the midst of them hitting the combo, see, this first form of this, the red T-Rex Zord popped out, and that CGI on that first red T-Rex Zord looked ugly as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That first CGI was terrible. But what had me dying was how he yeeted the monster away, though. Yeah,
he's like, oh, I'm here. He's like, oh, get out of the way.
Nigga grabbed that motherfucker with the like he pulled up, grabbed him, and in the same form, Yahtzeed the motherfucker across the room. I was dead.
Yeah, first I'm like, bro, where you come from? How long you been in this forest?
That nigga said, get out of my way. This monkey down.
Right, so they both got knocked over and demorphed. Yep. And then the T-Rex picked him up and yeeted him in one fell swoop.
That shit was too.
And then Shelby was like, was that a T-Rex? It's like,
yep.
Yes.
They reflected on what the fuck just happened. That shit was weird, but they got the powers now.
Yep.
So Tyler and Shelby leave their head back. Shelby realizing that the others had already left, so she needed to bump off a ride. Then thankfully Tyler got a call. He pulled out the keys. He said, "Shit, come on, baby, you riding with the nigga."
Yeah, so Chase and Cody had already dipped.
Yep. So Tyler in the whip, and he talking to Shelby, explaining his dad's been missing for about 10 years off an expedition, and that's what drives him to go diving and shit like that. He want to find out the mystery of what the fuck happened to his dad.
Right? He's like, yo, my pop's been gone for a decade. I'm trying to find what happened. Bruh.
So Shelby and Tyler instantly become friends after some chat, and then while they driving, we see old boy Fury pull up in the corner, looking mad as fuck, ready to steal some more gems.
Right, yeah, Fury. Yeah, right. We know Fury's on site. He's like, listen.
Fury is furious, baby.
Yeah, he on site. He's like, yo, give me them gems. I ain't playing with you.
so curious. I'm so curious about this because is Fury a cousin of Furio from Lost Galaxy?
That's a good question.
I mean, they all sporting the red colors and shit like that. I mean, you can't put it against me to be curious about these monsters cousins because like Rita and Divatox are like cousins and shit like that.
Yeah, no, that's just, where you go. It's logical. It's like
hey, monsters could be cousins real easy. Yeah. I mean, fucking Rita was Rita's brother and shit like that. So hey.
Like I said, look at Keeper from earlier. We know he's somebody's cousin.
See, exactly. I mean, fucking Keeper was fucking up his cousins. That's for sure. that nigga didn't care about his mama, his daddy, his cousins, none of that. Just blow them all up.
Listen, my people's is on that planet over there.
Shit. He said, y'all look like my peoples, but I ain't worried about nothing. Eat these asteroids. I'm Gucci. I'll be protected.
Right? Yeah. How did him and Fury survive?
I fucking know. That's what I said.
Where those dinosaurs going?
Nigga must have found himself a shovel and dig underneath. He said, oh, not me.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, but like after we see the cameo of Fury just pull up and be angry, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, for real.
Yep. So what's your final impression on this first episode?
Honestly, I enjoyed this episode.
Same here.
I enjoyed this episode for real.
Yeah.
But was that the end of the episode?
That was the way how that two-parter worked out because I got confused because I thought it mixed into the second episode. But then when I got that two-parter in the whole first thing, they played the opening again, and then I was like, okay, this must be a whole nother episode. So I skipped to the second episode and realized that's where it stopped. And in the beginning was that. So what happened was they would recap it, and then we saw the brother on the horse, which was the next scene if you watch the two-part episode.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, so that's the second episode.
Gotcha.
Which is called Past, Present, and Fusion.
Okay.
But yeah, so my final impressions on the first episode, I said it has the usual tropes, but at least these characters aren't dry. We've gone through series where these motherfuckers is dry as hell in the first episode. These motherfuckers got personalities. I like them. So they coming through so far. So far.
Yeah.
Basic. So I already like the team. I like the personalities and shit like that. And hashtag fuck Miss Morgan.
Yeah, listen, I enjoyed this episode. It was good. I like the way it set everything up. Like I said, we have some interesting characters for a change.
Listen, keep a goon. This nigga foul on his own kind of dinosaurs. And my son, one thing, what I know it's a trope where people like leave with a box and they don't check the box and they deliver what they think is inside that shit. He could have put like a funny rock or anything. This nigga keep a goon. This nigga dropped a bomb on these motherfuckers. He's like, you gonna shoot at my ship and make me crash land over here? I'm sending a fucking war at y'all. He hit them with a bomb so hard it sent them niggas into the cosmos.
He's like, listen, I've been on this planet for 65 million years because of you. It's on site.
That's a war. That fuck Rita, Repulsa, and Zordon on site. That shit's an on-site shit. I would be pissed too if you sent me into the cosmos, throw me off for 65 million years when I should have been married next week, nigga.
Right? And yeah. So
that means all these monsters is old as absolute fucking dirt.
Some been trying to get back for a minute.
Talk about getting a lick back.
For real. But I really enjoyed this episode. It was a good start off.
Definitely.
It made me interested in all the characters except one, Kendall Morgan.
Yeah. Kendall Morgan. Kendall Morgan is the only character in a while that got me like straight up annoyed. I was like, you definitely have a bias,
right?
And it's looking quite racist when we go into the next episode. But yeah, let's go into episode 2, Past, Present, and Future.
All right, so like you said, we see this dude on a horse, and basically we got intro to Sir Ivan.
So we got in my episode as like breakdown. So we got a recap of the last episode, and then we got like you said, we open to the brother on the horse.
Yeah, right. So country farmer guy, you know.
Yeah.
So he doing farmer stuff. But first he's fencing.
Yeah. Oh wait,
no.
Because he finds the brother in the shed.
Yes.
That's when we get our introduction to Riley.
Yes.
So Riley in there shirking off his duties. He's in the barn. He has the door closed and stuff like that. He fencing all this shit. But his brother, who's the head of the barn, I guess, he looked through the peephole and find out his brother's doing some fencing on the side. So open the door on him and pop out, and he's like, he trying to pretend like he not playing around in it.
Son told him to go feed the pigs.
Yep. So he looks for his dog barking. So they go around, Riley looking for his dog barking and shit like that. And that's when he finds his dog barking at something. And then we see Fury pop up, and Fury on that murder on his mind shit. Yo, these monsters trying to kill everything, because my son pulled up that sword and he was ready to fucking slaughter that dog.
Son ready to destroy everything. He ain't with nothing for nobody. He's like, listen, I'm mad at the world. They had me stuck here on this rock.
65 million years, y'all. I was stuck.
I was over here.
I was doing.
I was in here dodging asteroids for my life.
Yo.
Nah, get out of my way. Where's Keeper? I ain't looking for you. Anybody gonna get in my way gonna get destroyed till I find Keeper.
Facts. So right when he raises up the blade, that's when we get the opening, and the opening had the same vibes as we talked about before.
Yeah, go, no.
Pretty much. So we go straight back into the episode where Fury is about to attack the dog, but he gets blocked by Riley.
Yeah, because Riley was having none of that.
Yep.
He was like, don't
Riley
you touch my dog.
But Riley was trying to put some combos in on Fury, and my son was eating that shit with his whole chest. He was like, what the fuck you doing?
Son was trying to give him hands and feet, and Fury was like...
That nigga was eating them shots. He was not like the ice monster that was catching heads from these normal humans. Fury was like, I'm different. I'm a general, bro.
Listen, old dog dipped out real fast.
That dog said, shit, I know a fight. When I see one, I'm out.
He's like, this ain't my fight. I'm out.
He said, I'm not helping man. Man's best friend ain't me.
Yeah.
Riley ends up blocking most of the shots, but it's revealed the green energem, like one of the blockades was the green energem on him, which connects to Riley, and then it powers up. Like what was he fighting with? I think it was like a piece of, what is it? A piece of what weapon he had that turned into the sword?
It was it was like a steel beam.
Yeah, it was a steel beam.
Yeah, like something like that. It was a small steel beam.
Yeah, and Fury blocked that off, and it hit the tree, and then when it connected all together with the green energem, it turned into a sword for Riley to use.
Right, and then Riley was like, "Oh yeah, come here, son. Trying to put that fence into work."
Riley's DNA changed, and it fused up with his fencing, and he fought Rabia style, which was extra nice. He put the fucking combos on Fury.
Listen, he was giving Fury that work.
Bro, he sent Fury fucking packing.
Yep. So Fury's he blocked Fury's attack with his sword and then dropped the whole tree branch on him.
This nigga embarrassed the fuck out of Fury. Fury said, nah, I ain't dealing with this. I'm out.
Listen, son grabbed that Dino Gem and got out of Dodge. He's like, let's go, doggy. Doggy's like, I bet.
So they dipped after Fury dipped, and Riley gets back to his bro, and then this is where we get the whole scene of him leaving to go in his own way. They set him off to I guess to greener pastures into the city and shit like that.
Yeah.
Live some of the city life and shit like that.
Right, he's like, yeah, you go into the museum in the city. I said, okay.
Yep. So Shelby and Tyler checking out the gems, and then they find a despondent Riley stuck on the side of the road, talking about he don't need no help and yada yada yada. It's all good. I'll be Gucci with what I have, and then his shit starts to give him problems, so he ends up joining them in the car.
Yeah, right. He's like, all right, then come on.
Yeah, so they end up traveling all three of them together, and then they see another issue happening with a flip car on the road, and they go spring into action to save someone from a car that they notice is leaking gas.
Right.
So they get to maneuvering on the car. They get to pushing, and they try to push the car forward, and then their gems start to shine, and they start to get the power into their DNA, and they fucking send the car flying, and it blows up in the air. That shit had me dying. Did you hear the side comment from the people under the car?
Listen, they team rocketed that car.
Bro, the side comments from the niggas was like, bro, you can hear it off the side. They was like, did that car go flying? Did anybody else see that shit?
Right, like they was like, yeet. I'm like, ooh.
That shit had me, the amount of time shit gets yeeted in this show had me dying.
Yo, the fact they sent that car flying, like they went Team Rocket blasting off again. I'm like, yo.
Bro, all they was doing was pushing that shit forward. Somehow that shit flew in the air and then blew up. That shit had me dying.
So then they asked, oh boy, are you okay?
Nigga, I don't know what the fuck I just seen.
Yeah, he's like, thanks. He's like, how y'all do that?
That ass, I would have had 50 questions. Like, who are you people?
And all their gems are shining. And it was like, yeah, we going to the dinosaur museum.
Yep, they show off them gems and they head to the museum to talk to Chase and Coda. So, but before that happened, they end up at the museum and they find a new Dino head exhibit and shit like that. And Tyler, the ever loving social media head, want a picture. He said, take a picture real quick. So he jump into the dino's mouth and he messed with one of the teeth and it opens up a secret path that he just falls into.
Yeah. He's like, David Telfie, he hit the tooth. Shoo!
Yo, he flew back into that bitch. So Riley and Shelby, they was like, oh shit, what's going down? So Riley's like, fuck it, I'm going in there. So Riley go in there first, and then Shelby follows right into there. And then right when they go in, the mouth of the dino closes.
Yep. So y'all up in there, they all go down this little slide.
Yep. They're in the lab, and they look around in this lab, and that's where they find the blue and black energems as well. And it all of them starts to attach itself to the stone.
Right, so they put their stones in the slots, and then here comes Keeper.
Keeper pull up on them niggas and was like, what the fuck? What is that?
Yep.
And he was like, I have no enemy. Trust me. If you have anything against me, trust me. I am the birth of mankind, sir.
Listen, he's like, I am not your enemy unless you're a dinosaur.
Exactly. Don't worry. We keep our dinosaurs are inside of gems, so don't worry. They can't clap back.
And they was like, listen.
All right, we hear you, Dino Man.
So
he explains the gems and the story of all that.
So then they started getting flashbacks to the dinosaurs. They probably like, this the
fuck this guy.
Right? They probably like, what? A word?
How you gonna use me for your flashback where you killed my family, you bastard?
Right. And then we see Coda and Chase
and Miss Morgan
and the hater with the capital H.
Yep, all show up as well, but they was in no shock, so they know all this by their actions. And bro, Miss Morgan, she was given all the characteristics of why Tyler and Riley was proven why they were so good and why they were so talented. Somehow they knew of their backstory and what courage they proved to that shit. And then she got to Shelby, and that's when I started getting heated. She was like, I don't know why the fuck this gem. She was like, so what I don't understand is she somehow saw how Riley and Tyler showed themselves as good candidates becoming Rangers and shit like that. But she got to Shelby and she was like, this girl's too ditzy, she's stupid, and I don't think she's even worthy to hold that big energy. I was like, that shit felt malicious and racist as fuck.
Yo, listen, she went to Tyler talking about, oh, Donald Jim chose you because of your courage, and then she was in Chase talking about, oh, the Dino Jim chose you because right.
Riley.
Yeah, she's like, Dino Jim chose you because of your wisdom, and then she gets to Chelsea. It's like, why the pink Dino Jim chose you is anyone's guess. I'm like, bruh.
Bro, her hate on Shelby is some bullshit. Nah, for real. Because
like what?
Even I wrote that. I was like, okay, so maybe you don't like her and she was crap at her job or something like that. But if you're on the same category, you talking to these other motherfuckers, she showed that she was savvy, she was brave, she was thoughtful with a smart head. This is a weird beef. This got to be something like she's probably jealous because she wasn't the Pink Ranger.
Like that's my exact thoughts.
This is some cam shit, but honestly, it comes off as a little fucking racist. Cause you saying all this shit, she's the only black girl here.
Yeah, I ain't like this. Like,
and on top of that, she's also the other. She's the only fucking female here.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you's a hater.
You a big head off that shit. I don't like that shit.
You get no respect, man.
Nah, that's disrespectful. But like right off of that, Riley said he don't believe in that shit, and Chase and Coda connect with their gems and said they are Power Rangers. So they trying to work that all out. And in the midst of them talking, there's an alert. So they got their mission.
Yep. I'm like,
Shelby not big on fighting monsters, but the alert goes off and the team all agree to go, except Shelby. Miss Morgan was wilding because she a hater.
Had to get one more hating word up in there.
Shelby out here talking mad disrespectful and all this spicy talk about Shelby. Y'all can go off as a team. Y'all don't need Shelby. She weak and trash anyway.
Right, saying maybe she not cut out for this. I was like, yo, why you hating so much?
Shelby caught that shit though. Shelby was like, all right, I see how you fucking hate. She was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm going with y'all. I got my confidence just to spike this bitch right here.
Yo, I was like, go ahead, Shelby, go ahead.
I said, clap one time for show. Big respect.
Right.
So they all grab their Dino Charges and they go off. But Tyler's red gem is starting to act up and it won't come to him. So he can't go.
Yeah, your keeper's like, yo, you gotta stay here.
Yeah, he was like, there's something about that T-Rex that he trying to get his lick back. So you better
right. I'm gonna need you to protect me because the T-Rex is the ops. And he might know me and he might come for me.
The T-Rex remembers too much because he my first nigga I chose. And that nigga definitely trying to get revenge on me. So you got to protect me with your body. He said you got to be my meat shield, bro.
Yeah, he told me to go get my posse, and I go get my posse, and then the asteroids come. So T-Rex probably to put 2 and 2 together, and like.
Nigga said I was just looking for lunch, and then he poisoned me with some red shit, talking about I gotta go find my friends. Then I pull up with friends, and he killed my family.
He done poisoned my friends and then took them out with an asteroid. Nah, he on the list.
He poisoned me. He poisoned my friend. He destroyed my family, destroyed my crops. And now when I woke up, there's some people here that say they run the earth. Fuck out of here.
Right, and I'm mechanical. This the bullshit.
Well, my soul has been stolen.
Right?
By that man. The keeper of the bullshit.
Oh, Lord, don't let the T-Rex see the museum.
Oh, my God, my family.
Cousin Albert. Oh, no.
All I'm seeing in my head is that dinosaur series. It used to go on Disney.
Yo.
Shit. Not the mama.
Right? Oh, yo, dinosaurs was wild.
That's crazy. But, yeah, so they go off. They go off to go help out. That shit.
Right, so when they get out there, we see an exploding volcano, and then we see the T-Rex come out of the volcano. And you know the first thing I said? What? I was like, Alpha, is that you?
Yeah, it's probably Alpha.
I was like, did you press the button?
I mean, Alpha did say that Alpha had to warm up the volcano. So they like we talked about this before. Alpha warming up that volcano every time.
Right? Was this the island?
Possibly. Yeah. It makes sense. It's New Zealand, yeah. This one was the one catching ops all the time.
Right? Like we found the volcano.
Shit. So that T-Rex popped out, and this T-Rex CGI and stuff like that with the metal pieces going off. This one looks way better.
Yeah, it does.
So the problem is the Red Zord wilding in these streets, and Morgan is saying that she created the charges to help contain the power.
Right? It's like you take this. So then these little zebra-looking goons.
Yeah, wild-looking 3-headed monster attacks the city, but the Red Zord defends until the ice monster pulls up and puts the Zord on ice.
So the T-Rex that ran over them. He done fought the little plant-looking things for Plants vs. Zombies.
Nigga said, fuck out of here.
Right? And he was doing good until the little abominable snowman, as Shelby calls him, froze him.
Yeah. His ass and shit like that, and Tyler like, all right, now it's my time to jump in and help my son.
Yeah, so he threw the energem at the T-Rex. The T-Rex unfroze, then he morphed.
Yep, Ranger sequence. So I said the Ranger sequence takes a bit long, but the transformation itself in the formulation and stuff like that, and the pictures slideshow and shit like that, and the transformation overall looked great.
Yeah, the transformation was fine. I ain't a fan too much of the spinny gun.
Yeah, that's why I said it took that one. That one made it feel like it took too long. Like that one feels more like the joke meme that when they say the monsters are just standing around watching you do shit. That one feels exponentially long.
And they were literally standing around watching him do shit. If I was the monster, I'd have blew him up right then and there.
The way how these monsters have bit on niggas' ass, you would have thought they would have shot him mid.
Right. Fury, where are you?
Fury would have stopped him. Fury would have been beside him and went straight to the stab.
Yep. Fury would be like, stabby.
So he transformed into Tyler, morphed up fighting the putty-like zebra creatures and shit.
Yep.
So Tyler controlling Rex goes off and then slashes a big monster.
Yeah, so Tyler whooping ass, T-Rex is whooping ass.
And then the team pull up. Right?
Tyler done pull out a blade. He mollywopped them.
Yep. So the team is like, all right, let's make that work. And then they about to transform. And then this is where Shelby jumps out first, and she kind of embarrassed herself.
Yo, Shelby the real one. Shelby is the only one that you can see yourself as big. She's like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, facts. She said, everybody stand back. Dino Charge. And then she's like, how'd I do it? And the niggas was like, yo, just press the button on top. Oh, I do it.
Yo, Coda had me dying. He's like, yo, he's like, yo, listen. He's like, this way, right here. Coda was like,
gotcha.
It's like, all right, thanks, copy. All right, let's do it, y'all.
Yeah, let's range up. So they all transform and team up. They team up and it's all in colors. And then I thought in my head, I was like, damn, this is a team with 4 guys and 1 girl.
Yep. I was like, oh, okay. So they all transforming. Now we got here
Chase is Chase is going off with the blaster while Coda going off and even suplexing a monster.
I'll peep that.
That's always the shit that I respect about Power Rangers series. Just once in a blue moon, they pop out a wrestling move that popped the hell out of me.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Suplex City. I was like, oh, shoot.
Yo, while last going, Riley's going off with the blade, chopping these niggas up with the rapier style and shit. And then Shelby clears on the kicks and charge blasters. She was hitting fucking splits and shit like that. I was like, I like this team.
Yep.
And Tyler going hand to hand with the monster.
Yeah, like, fight back, monster. Fight back.
Definitely. And Rex going off on the monster to like they combo hitting the motherfucking shit like that.
Yeah, they put in this work.
Yup. They was all having the big highlight moments and shit on that Ranger form. And then we see Rex and Tyler hit the double shot to finish the ice monster.
Yes, and that finisher was nice. So I'm like, okay.
Yup. That finisher was nice without the full use of the Megazord just yet.
Yep.
So that was I like the little teaser off that, and to show that the Zords and Rangers could pull up with the combo themselves to take it out. So that shit was fire for sure.
Yo, T-Rex was probably asking you like, yo, you seen that keeper?
Yeah, I was like, I definitely know when he popped up in his head. I know the first thought that went to his brain. He was like, "Where that nigga keep at? Y'all know where that nigga at?
You seen him? He look like about
me. I could read your mind, bro.
Yeah, he about yay big. Got some green eyes. Like y'all seen him?
Yeah. I don't think I ever seen that nigga before.
Right?
You lying to me, bro.
Right? I know you saw him.
I'm in your head, bro. I can see you seeing him.
Right?
Like,
yo, I twitch it.
Watch the next time I go back. Watch your energy poison, my nigga.
Right? I'm following you. I'm following you to the museum.
Shit. So Tyler got the gem for the Zord, so he's complete. He got the double for each tube of the cannon and shit like that. So he got that shit all set and ready for the next time. And the team comes back, but keep it down.
Right, and then when they go up to keep it, they're like, oh yeah, this monster's probably Monster Sledge.
Yep. So
now,
Morgan tells them to keep this a secret, just like every Power Rangers series pretty much, and want to keep this shit a secret. They can't let people know what's going on. Even though I'm pretty sure the people that they saved is gonna put two and two together because they saw these niggas throw a car into a sky and blow up.
Yeah, for real.
So I don't know how far secret identities go because niggas probably definitely saw y'all throw a card.
Yeah, right. The car was flying all the way in the air, so somebody saw it.
Yeah. So Keeper is fearful because he senses Sledge is arriving. So Sledge is arriving back after all this time, even though he should be fearful of what them Dino Gems is going to do when they get free and come after his ass.
Yeah, they should be. And it's like, and then we see Sledge with all his goons, his prisoners, his bounties.
He was very bad with he was like, fuck this bounty hunter shit. These are all my goons and we ready to ride out on Earth. Fuck the Earth, fuck Keeper, fuck dinosaurs, fuck bombs, fuck asteroids. We ready. This nigga was going off like Tupac in that one song.
Yeah, for real. He's like, yo, listen, just get him. Get him, get him, get him.
So that's the ending of the episode, and then the ending song plays, which is an instrumental of the opening. So that's fine. So what's your final impression on episode 2, and would you recommend the series as a whole?
All right, so lots of haterade.
Yep.
Looking at you, Miss Haterade.
Yep. And she's obviously the alpha of the series. So that shit gets into the mess. So I like their dynamic got to be something throughout this whole entire fucking show.
Yeah, for real. Listen, I enjoyed the second part of this episode.
I like the team. I straight up like the team fighting style and the personalities and shit like that. They're making a stamp. Trust me, we've seen other series where the team dynamics in the 2 episodes is so far off and so dry and so boring. I like these motherfuckers.
Listen, I like this team.
Yeah.
They won me over early on. They have personality and they mix well.
That's something to say when you can like the whole team so far.
Yep. So they work together. I like the way the story is going so far. I like the way the 2 episodes put things together. Yep. I like that. My God, Fury's out here gooning.
Yep.
Being on site.
Yep.
Right. He's like, Sledge who? Nah, bro.
Sledge ready to get his lick back.
Right. Sledge like, listen, I got blown up. I've been floating around here for 65 million years. He's like, Fury, you?
And my girlfriend was bothering me for all 65 million years because we were supposed to have a wedding. And she wasn't marrying me in no deep space.
Right. So Sledge is like, I got some problems, yo. Like, Keeper!
Nigga said, my gun ready to go off, bro. My gun been ready.
He's like, where is this Keeper? I owe him one.
Shit, he owes him a couple. He said, I need to put him in the dirt like you did my fucking asteroids, bro.
Right. Yeah, Keeper got all kinds of problems. He got Sledge, he got Fury, he got the dinosaurs all looking for him.
Yep.
Everybody want a piece of Keeper.
So we'll see how that rock. But But would you
Yes.
recommend it go forward?
I would definitely recommend. This is one of the ones I would recommend if you're going for the newer school ones. I would recommend going forward with this one.
See, I don't know, man. They definitely. This is kind of one of the reasons why they always go back to Dino, because the Dino theme teams that they be using, they be catching fire with niggas. I don't know why, but when they connect these niggas to Dinos, they just make a gold mine.
If the choice was between this and the Dry Samurais,
oh, Dinos first.
I'm taking this every time.
Honestly, the way how this shit panned out, with the way how they redid Gogo and shit like that, they should have just started back with this one.
For real.
This should have been the series instead of Samurai to start us back in the new generation.
Doggone Dry Samurais cardboard. Ugh.
That was a mistake. But now, like, seeing these first couple of episodes, I now understand why people put Dino Charge in, like, high regard like that.
Yeah.
Like, people, like, Dino Charge is usually always underrated, because when people talk about, like, the early stage of when Power Rangers came back with Samurai and shit like that, it got dry, and then Ninja Steel was kind of still working through, but a lot of people didn't like that. But when it comes to Dino Charge, a lot of people are a fan of what they did with the series and shit like that. So I'm getting that right off the early vibe. So definitely would recommend. My final impressions on the episode is it's a great shot on team and personality combos is crisp. First episode, yet we got into like one Zord so far, so it's testing our sight to see the full Megazord and shit like that. Overall, great start. The team is pretty good. Morgan is a fucking hater.
Hater.
So her dynamic with Shelby is one to see, because I want Shelby to completely one-up her constantly. Especially,
yes.
I don't know if Miss Morgan gets a Ranger suit or anything later on, but like if she don't, she gonna be a continual big hater, and she gonna have to learn to fucking listen to Shelby, because you're not gonna treat me like some bitch.
She went to school of Cam, for real.
Dead ass. She give me Cam vibes, big time.
Heavy.
She give me Cam vibes, but Cam if he never became a Ranger.
Yup, he would be just so. Yup, that's it.
Definitely. So yeah, recommend this for like the ones that stand out for the new generation of Power Rangers for sure. Definitely. So we definitely was a fan of it.
Yo, for real.
Yep. So closing the book out on our BMP of this week. So our next review episode, we're gonna be back in Shada Kurosaki. We'll be doing an anime review. And I think it's time for us to hit what is labeled in some sentiments as the Game of Thrones of anime. We're going to hop into Akame ga Kill episode 1 and 2.
Okay.
So that's Netflix's Akame ga Kill.
Okay.
Netflix. You can find that, and we'll be reviewing that for the next review session.
Okay. Cool. What's up?
Yep. So we got an email set up at blerdbynature@gmail.com, Facebook and Instagram at blerdbynature, Twitter, hit us up at blerdbynature, nature spelled Naure. Co-host, hit us with the YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yup. And catch us all on all podcast platforms all around the Amazon Music and all the Spotify's, everything that you find podcast. So as of us recording right now, we just posted out our latest episode, is the London Take Trip and stuff like that. So everybody check out that. We're still working on to drop, because we got a bunch of backlogs, so we'll put out as much as we'll update you guys on what drops and what'll drop on time and whatnot. Any final notes before I hit the outro, co-host?
Stop hating Miss Morgan.
Handle more. You on the hater list. You sipping that haterade. You haterating in the hollow. Come on, man.
Right?
Come on, son. Can't fuck it.
Right? I like y'all. Shoot.
That's something else. But anyways, I'm gonna hit the outro.
Take us home.
All right. Thanks for joining us today from Black Thought to Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice.
And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Thank you for listening, everyone. And until next time, peace.
Don't be a hater. Peace.